The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Reminder, we will have Riot Fest 3-day passes every day this week right around 8 o'clock. So make sure you're here. Put that in your phone right now.
The Q101 Morning Crew. Sports.
Well, what a night at the Madhouse last night in recent memory. Can't think of something so special. And I'm not saying that says a lot about our teams currently because Chris Chelios played a long time ago. But, of course, a legend, beloved. I remember going to Chelly's, the bar that used to be right down the street there at the Madhouse. I don't know why that closed. I have to look that up.
I'll investigate.
You'll do that for me.
I'll get Ben Bradley on it from WGN Investigates. I'll see if he can figure out why that was.
I mean, a lot of bars have an arc, and it was a big place, like a kind of a warehousey feel, and it was just a great place to go watch or before and after the games. Other sports, while you're headed to a sport there at the United Center, at the Madhouse.
If you had to guess why it closed, some kind of seedy reason, what would be your guess since you went there?
I would say someone did something in the bathroom.
Okay.
That
Very vague, but
like a crime?
drugs.
stole a toilet.
Yeah,
right.
maybe. I'm just guessing. But we can look up and see what the real reason it closed, which is probably like taxes. Probably property taxes got too high.
Tax evasion.
Yeah. No, I think Chris Chelios would pay his taxes. But what a night for him last night at the United Center as they retired his jersey, hung from the rafters. People in town this weekend, people like Eddie Vedder, which, of course, those Pearl Jam shows coming up in August with Q101 at the Wrigley Field. Cindy Crawford, Dennis Rodman. Jordan was supposed to be there, but had a death in the family. Sent a video just like he did for the Ring of Honor. Michael, come back, man. Come back here just sometime for something. Come back for this show. How about that? Can you imagine if we booked Michael Jordan and then he said, guys, I can't make it. He sends a video why he couldn't be on the show.
What is he, better than Ezra? That's,
wow, very inside joke there.
Sorry,
We had Better Than Ezra booked and they canceled on us like 7 times.
You got big times by Better Than Ezra?
Yes, we did.
Better Than Ezra asked us to be on the show. And we were like, yeah, sure. We were going to do the Everclear thing with them.
I can't believe we're talking about this. Go ahead.
You didn't want to talk about it when it happened. I want to talk about it.
Go ahead. Case has been holding on to this for like 6 months.
Let it out, baby.
Go
We're going to
ahead,
have
bud.
Better Than Ezra do
go
what
ahead.
Everclear did. Do a short little interview, come into the lounge, play a full plugged-in lounge set. They asked us to be on the show because they saw what Shinedown did, and they were like, that's really cool. And we're Better Than Ezra in 2023 at the time. We would love some good press.
Yep.
All right, come on in. Booked for 2 months. Advertised ahead of time, advertised well in advance. 12 hours before they're supposed to come in, I'm at the Metro interviewing a different band, and my phone starts blowing up, but it's buzzing so much I know it's not good news. I know nobody's telling me that I just won money. And it's Better Than Ezra's manager saying, sorry guys, they're so sick. They might not even play House of Blues tomorrow. We're gonna have to cancel their interview. Our boss, Brian and I's boss, Lauren's boss, he takes care of it, is not pleasant in his email back. I think scares them. And so they come back to us and go, well, we can actually do an interview. We just can't play any songs. Their voices are so sore. No, you can't. Goodbye. And we have not heard good by Better Than Ezra on the station since.
Which is very sad.
Not a fan.
Not really.
Wow.
Don't commit to something and then back out.
I know. We have a rule here that if a band is going to come in, they got to play.
Yeah, but if they're sick, that was good for you that they didn't.
Lauren, they weren't sick.
They were hungover.
Yes, that's the thing. They didn't
just
want to
can't handle their liquor.
They didn't want to get up
All
at
right,
6 a.m.
They did the show.
I don't blame them.
They did the show at the House of Blues,
Sucks.
and it went fine.
Yes.
Their show at the House of Blues.
Now, this is the report that you always get from a band that wants to cancel an interview. Oh, they're so sick. They might not even play the show. They're so beat up. Cut to them playing the show perfectly.
Yeah. You picture them like in The Walking Dead, they're just turning into a walker.
Yeah.
Got bit. That's how sick they made the visual of
Yes.
Better Than Ezra. I go, I don't want them coming in here. And the thing is, we all know when the show is. It's 6 to 10 a.m.
It's the morning show. It's the one you asked to be on.
So early.
So if you're in a band and you're a big band and you know what happened, look at Shinedown came in and they didn't want to leave. No. They hung out forever. And Billy Corrigan came in and he didn't want to. He stayed for an hour. All these people that come in and they respect that situation. We get it. It sucks getting up at 3 a.m. and coming here. Lauren's doing it today. Look at her.
It's the worst. Holy crap.
It sucks.
I don't know how they convinced me to do it.
But you sign up for it and you do it. So don't say you're going to come in if you're going to pull that crap later on.
Yes.
And we have a list. It's Better Than Ezra, and it is 30 Seconds to Mars.
Yes.
Jared
I
Leto.
remember that.
Jared Leto was supposed to come in too. Pulled the thing of, and listen, he's on the list.
Well, judging from their ticket sales at Northerly Island, they could have used our help. Decided not to show up instead.
Who else is on the list? Is that it right
That's
now?
it.
Because everybody,
That's it.
like Everclear came in and Art, he's older and been through a lot. He still came in and killed it.
Yeah.
There's one that's half on the list, but I'm not going to say who.
Ooh, who's that?
I'm not going to say who.
They're just a toe in?
Yeah, I'm kind of waiting to see what happens next time they come to Chicago.
Okay.
They have an invite, but I don't know if they're going to take it.
Why can't I think about who
That's
this
okay.
is?
Let's talk about Chris Chelios, because last night was wonderful at the UC.
But everybody on the text line, guess what band you think is toying with us right now?
Yeah.
At 312-591-8300. In case we'll answer on the text line if you're right.
I
or
will,
not.
yeah. If you get it right, I'll let you know.
Oh, by the way, here was Chris Chelios last night with an incredible half-hour acceptance speech, but here was a really pivotal moment.
While we're on the subject of great ones from that era, I got to include him. This guy will go down as the greatest American-born player.
Big words from Chris Chelios.
Kaner, Patrick Kane, unbelievable. That jersey looks kind of funny, Kane. You're a big roll on you.
Hell yeah, it does.
Wearing his Red Wings jersey in town.
And don't worry, it'll work out in the end. You'll be standing here same as me. But just be careful, don't go stealing my thunder today, okay? I got money on the board to shut you down.
Oh,
Bad news for
boy.
you.
And that didn't work because this was the overtime goal from Patrick Kane, the winner.
Patrick Kane in Chicago! Oh my God! Kane with the overtime winner! The Red Wings win it 3-2! The story is complete on Kane's return to Chicago!
Sounds like he won the Stanley Cup.
I know. They made a big deal out of that.
And it's a road game. I get it. It's Patrick Kane. I get it. But hey, man, oh my God. That
What
was
a great call.
great call. I'm getting goosebumps over that. Outstanding. And yeah, the Blackhawks lost because Patrick Kane scored the winning goal.
That was really my big takeaway yesterday, because I watch the Hawks when they're on and I'm home, but I made it a point to be ready at 5 o'clock for the puck drop yesterday, and I watched the entire game, and I thought, oh, man, I remember when the Blackhawks were really good, and I was doing this more often.
I mean, a decade, a dynasty, if you will. Mm-hmm. And it just seems like it was so long ago, and it wasn't that long ago. We are kind of like Chicago being like a what have you done for me lately kind of town.
Well, it'll have been 9 years this year since the last time they won a cup.
We can't go through these years things again because I'm going 15 years since the Bears Super Bowl with Devin Hester running. I can't do it. Well, we can look forward a little bit. It was, oh my God, it was 8 years since the Cubs.
Yeah.
This year will be 8.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I was in high school when that happened.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, Case.
Well, Cody Bellinger is coming back to the North Side. $80 million deal, 3-year deal. Good for both sides because he can bail. But listen, as Lauren likes to say, like, he can leave like in 3 weeks apparently on this contract.
Whenever he wants, it's like, you guys actually, I don't like it here.
Listen, Lauren,
Jerks.
he's going to be here for the whole year.
At least,
Just
you think.
focus on that. At least the year. He has opt-outs, but he loves Chicago, wanted to be here. Actually, no one else kind of picked up his deal when he's trying to get out of here, get more money. He got a lot from the Cubs. He's good. This is a good thing.
You can buy a jersey and be safe at least for 6 months.
And then burn it like
Then
LeBron's
hang it.
jersey when he leaves.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. We talked about this earlier, and since we mentioned it last week as well, as we pour one out for the Hooters in Charleston, West Virginia, the only Hooters left in West Virginia. Very sad.
What
Very
are you
tragic.
pouring out for the Hooters in West Virginia? The former.
Wing sauce.
That makes sense.
So this building has been sitting there for years now, and they were hoping and praying that someone would come in and buy it and reopen it. Didn't happen. So they had a candlelight vigil before the building gets torn down, and a gas station goes up by it. Not confirmed what gas station.
We don't know.
We had a lengthy discussion about that.
A lot of different gas stations were mentioned today.
Yes.
If anyone needs to know where the Buc-ee's is, I have about 35 locations that have been texted in.
Closest
Yeah.
one is in Kentucky. That is the Buc-ee's with 2 E's, not the CKY.
And Casey's, of course, is always available for your breakfast pizza.
That's right.
So go check that
A
out.
damn fine establishment.
But in the meantime, this Hooters goes, and this was the news report that was just chock full of goodness.
They're calling it the end of an era. Hundreds gathering at the old Hooters for a candlelight vigil.
It's a lot of memories going down with that building.
But through the tears, former Hooters employees coming together for one last reunion.
I started out as just, coming in to get a job, and it became so much more because I met so many lifelong friends and my coworkers.
I want to thank each and every one of you.
West Virginia's last Hooters in Kanawha City never reopened after March 2020.
For all the naysayers, the doubters, the down talkers and whatnot, this building right here was a legitimate, iconic figure to the Kanawha Valley.
The vigil began as a joke between friends, gaining traction on social media and the attention of international news outlets.
Long live Hooters.
The building will be torn down Monday and replaced with a popular gas station chain. Crowds celebrating decades of memories. Co-organizer Leo Browning says Hooters corporate found out about the vigil and overnighted them a box of calendars to give to people.
From 1982.
Clarify that it's called vintage, Lauren.
Also, when those people screamed, it sounded like the Patrick Kane goal. I mean, good Lord, listen to these
Very
people,
similar,
people
very
screaming
similar.
for there. I mean, come on here. There's that, and here's Patrick Kane last night.
While we're on the subject of
Oh,
great
that's
ones,
not it. That's Chelios. My bad. Here's Kane.
It's Patrick Kane in Chicago!
Kind of similar.
Pretty close.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Lauren been filling in admirably today and the rest of the week.
Admirably.
Admirably.
Oof, that's a
You don't think
stretch of that word.
You don't think so?
I'm here.
She's here the rest of the week. We'll have those Riot Fest tickets coming up at 8 a.m. every morning. And but Dougie Styles, so she needs someone to do her show. So Dougie Styles doing her show.
Well, good morning, guys. How's everything going? We good?
Amazing.
He's more admirably than I am.
I can't even spell that word. So can we pick a different word?
Well,
Or?
Lauren didn't use it right, so you're
Brian.
Yeah. So let's just all stop talking with big words and go, yeah, man, we're going to play some music today. It's going to be good.
Yeah. How
Hell
many
yeah.
people do you think are struggling this morning that partied with Chelios last night? Did you see everybody that was there? From Rodman to Kid Rock?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we got to check in with our guy, UC Eric, because he said he hung out with Eddie Vedder.
Yeah.
I want to know about that.
I didn't. I was home with a baby.
Wasn't there a private show, too?
I don't know. I was trying to sleep.
There's a lot of stuff going
There
on
was a
last
lot.
night.
There was a lot last night over weekend with all the celebs in town. So there you go. It's over now.
Hey,
now
very admirably for them to come in, right?
Now we're just back to regular Chicago sports.
There you go.
All right, let's get our takeaways going here. You guys checked in, 312-591-8300. What are you taking away from today's show?
Kevin from Lombard checked in our friend. He said today's takeaway, whether it's jeans, chinos, or tech pants, Brian has no ass and it's always hanging out.
Yep. Oh, that's so true.
Yeah, it is.
Turn around, Brian. Let's see.
I mean, I am.
It's like
Turn around.
it's like someone took a frog, put some pants on it, and stood it upright.
Wow. Did you see that meme with like the 30-year-old guy? Is it like a little dog wearing the skinny pants?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's Brian
It's
right
a
now.
French bulldog. Same thing.
That's why I wear tech pants. Go Google tech pants, you'll see why I wear them. Lauren, takeaway. Go ahead.
Kelly and Leroy says, my takeaway today, Lauren pays $150 for little Korean people to steam her vajayjay and smack her around.
What?
Hell yeah, I do.
Didn't say they were
Worth
little.
every penny.
I didn't say that. She never said that.
They're actually quite husky.
That's right. That may be worse. And finally, Trucker Mike checked in. Takeaway. Back in the day, if you got married and Brian was invited to your wedding, odds are you got a chic razor for your wedding gift.
There you go.
People in the know. You missed a moment, missed a lot. Go to the podcast. Dougie, what do you got coming up on the show today?
2 o'clock, I'm going to be qualifying. Qualifying someone to go to Florida for the Noah Khan Festival out that way, so that should be pretty cool.
Absolutely.
And then other than that, I'm just going to try to be Lauren today.
I think you can do
You
it.
can do it.
With the waxed vajayjay, is that what you said?
Steamed.
Steamed?
I prefer mine steamed.
So call me up and tell me which way you prefer yours.
Case? Podcast?
On the Brian and Kenzie podcast today, Brian wants to hear more about your bra. We had a lot of questions early about bras and how much you wash them. Obviously, like we just played that audio, huge update on the candlelight vigil for the Hooters in West Virginia. So if you missed that, go back and listen to that. And then Brian and Lauren came clean about stealing from work, and I will be pressing charges.
Oh, that's terrible.
Nice.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.